Hi, welcome to my second podcast. This is going to be specifically about the Chicago Bulls trade rumors, free agency, and basically just how things are going so far this season. My Bulls.
So, drafted him in 2008, got him at the number one pick out of Memphis, and now he's gone. Traded to the New York Knicks for Jerry Grant, Robin Lopez, and Jose Calderon. Obviously, the initial reaction from every Chicago Bull fan was, "You sons of bitches." And obviously, that was more than likely every single Chicago Bulls fan's initial reaction. Obviously, those ones that were actually fans of Rose. There were a lot of them who aren't fans of Derrick Rose, and that's fair enough. You know, not everyone was going to like him with his injuries. You take that into account. He had a few injury-riddled seasons, and it was bloody unfortunate. I do honestly believe if he hadn't gotten injured, if he hadn't torn his ACL, then hadn't torn his meniscus the year after, and now the poor Sarge suffers with tendinitis in both knees. If he hadn't had those injuries, I thoroughly believe that Chicago would have gone on to win a championship by now. I reckon if not in the 2011 season, then I think our next best chance would have been maybe it's a 2013 roster, I'm not too sure. But we had our best roster depth in 2011. We had players like Kyle Korver, we had Carlos Boozer who was coming on at the starting five, in the starting power forward role. You had a fantastic Joakim Noah back then. The only thing we were lacking was a shooting guard, but we still had Luol Deng at the time. And then we had an up-and-coming Jimmy Butler. The team that we had was actually making serious moves, and we had Ronnie Brewer as well, but that doesn't matter. Get back up to present day. This trade looks... Initially, it didn't look good at all. It looked like a pretty bad trade, for what we got for Derrick Rose. I'll discount Robin Lopez because I do like him as a centre, but after seeing now the trades that have been put into place, especially with also Joakim Noah being traded over to New York as well, the way that the Bulls have been doing things started to make sense, especially when we brought in free agent Rajon Rondo. I've never personally been a fan of the guy. However, that being said, he is still a very capable point guard. He's still one of the best. His long-range statistics, shooting-wise, have started to get better. But still, he will never be the point guard that Derrick Rose is. However, he probably is a better passer of the ball. There's also all the speculation of whether we were actually going to trade Jimmy Butler as well, which I think would have been a grievous mistake. And if there's still trade rumours now saying that we are going to trade him, it's still a bad mistake. We cannot trade Jimmy Butler. He is now has this opportunity to really take Chicago by the horns. No pun intended. But he has his opportunity to really take the team on his own shoulders. He did that a lot anyway. But Jimmy has a chance now to really solidify himself as a star in this league. And where it's something where he belongs. Jimmy Butler deserves to be in that Bulls lineup, and he deserves to be an All-Star, and he deserves to be representing the United States in the next FIBA World Championships as well. But then the next big move in free agency that I don't think anyone saw this one coming. And I'm not talking about Kevin Durant either. I'm talking about Dwayne Wade coming back home to Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. This is a huge move for Chicago. I didn't even see it coming. When I first heard about it initially, I was like, the younger version of me from 2010 in that first free agency when we tried to get him before I decided to bring LeBron and Bosh to Miami. That version of me was going, yes, we've got him, he's older, but we've got him, it doesn't matter, we've got Dwayne Wade back in Chicago, where he belongs, where in my opinion he should have been playing ages ago anyway. However, my other initial reaction as well at the same time was, oh dear. Now I say oh dear because I was a little bit unsure about this move. I didn't know what it was going to mean for Chicago, bringing Dwayne Wade back. It was definitely one of apprehension. I don't think many people were actually sure what was going on in the GM's office, but as it slowly started to sink in over time, I got more and more happy. Got Dwayne Wade back in Chicago. The guy's still an absolutely phenomenal player. He's still an all-star. He's still capable of taking a team to another title. So things in Chicago are actually starting to look good. Yeah, drafting Denzel Valentine at the number 14 pick. And also the Bulls going 7-0 in the Summer League and then winning the NBA Summer League. That's crazy. I'm pretty certain we were the first team to go undefeated and win it. But it's just the way that we did it. You know, our young guys went out and did it. You know, went out and kicked some serious ass. So things are looking really hopeful in Chicago now. With the roster that we have, and we've also just added another point guard, Isaiah Canaan. He's a 3-year player out of. We've just recently acquired him from Philadelphia, which was a little bit of a surprise, seeing as how Philly are looking for guards, and they've got 3 centers. Also getting on to another one of my favourite players in the Bulls roster, Doug McDermott, Dougie McBuckets. This guy last season especially really showed his mettle. You know, he really showed what he could do, what he's capable of. Especially from long range, he can get to the rim very convincingly, under contact as well. He can finish contorting layups, he can finish at dunks as well. You know, the guy is a born and bred basketball player, and he's someone that I believe from long range could potentially be as good as Kyle Korver in the future from long range, but that remains to be seen. And probably a lot of wishful thinking there as well. Bobby Portis at the power forward, along with Taj Gibson and Nikola Mirotic. The squad's looking really deep now. I'm pretty certain we're supposed to be making other moves as well, and I'll get onto them in a couple of seconds. Taj has always been there for us at the 4. He can play the 5 a little bit as well, but I think everyone in Chicago prefers to see him at the 4, just doing what he does, dominating, getting those rebounds, you know, slamming down those putbacks as well. I mean, I remember one of my favourite ones from 2011 when he did a putback over Chris Bosh and then went down the other end of the floor and dunked on Dwayne Wade. Okay, Wade, you can forget about that one now. Just let that one go. You know, Taj is he should be starting at the 4, at the power forward position. So the starting lineup so far will be Rajon Rondo at the 1, Dwayne Wade at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Taj Gibson at the 4, and Robin Lopez at the 5. Now, depending on whether we're getting another centre, as well as having Cristiano Felicio, who again had a great summer league as well. Getting onto these trade rumours. The first trade rumour that I found out about, which was about 3 days ago, is a trade that would involve either Taj Gibson, Nikola Mirotic, and or Doug McDermott for Philadelphia 76ers Jahlil Okafor, who himself is a Chicago native. Now, getting Jahlil Okafor, this is a tricky one in regards to rumours and speculation, because it would mean having to give up Taj Gibson, who is a fantastic power forward, and I don't want to see him go. Same with Nikola Mirotic, but at the same time, I suppose we could get away with offloading Mirotic because we've still got Bobby Portis, who can shoot the 3 and play just as well inside. Doug McDermott, though, I do not want to see us lose him. Not even for Jahlil Okafor. Now, I know that people are going to go, you're crazy. You know, if we can get Jahlil Okafor, let's go and get him in. I agree. I really do agree. I couldn't agree more. The lad is a phenom. You know, he's brilliant. But if it meant having to give up Taj Gibson and Doug McDermott, ah man, I don't know. I could live with losing Mirotic, but not McDermott and Taj. You're the batshit crazy trade rumor that's been flying around to do with the Chicago Bulls and potentially the free agency for next year as well. Blake, this trade. This is probably the most batshit crazy trade rumor that I've heard so far in this offseason. I personally don't think it would ever happen. I just don't know. I don't see the Clippers actually wanting to get rid of their star power forward, who is partnered up with DeAndre Jordan right now, and them two are like the terrible two of the league. I mean, they are absolutely hilarious to watch as well, but on the court, they are ferocious together. So how we would be able to pry away Blake Griffin from LA and bring him into Chicago? Well, very interesting indeed. It would be very interesting indeed. We've also just discovered by taking a quick look on the Chicago trade rumors through Google that apparently the Blake Griffin trade could be confirmed as early as tomorrow. What the fuck? Also, I made a bit of a mistake about the Jahlil Okafor trade. According to the rumor, it would be Doug McDermott and Denzel Valentine that would be shifted over as the 76ers need guards. I'm still not happy about that. No way in hell. I still don't want to lose Doug McDermott, and I definitely don't want to lose Denzel Valentine, because could you imagine how good that kid could be learning under Dwayne Wade? I mean, we've already seen how good he can be at the Summer League when he hit those 2 buzzer beaters. He's a very capable player. He's smart on the ball. He knows how to get to the rim. He's strong. I mean, he's 6'5" for Christ's sake, and he's got tremendous length. Why would you want to get rid of a prospect like that? Same with Doug McDermott. Even for Jahlil Okafor. I mean, what are we trying to do now? Build a team of bloody centres? I'm sorry, but no, it's ridiculous. So in summary, Chicago are doing very well with the rebuild so far. Let's hope we just don't fuck it up. New York, their rebuild is looking scary. You know, they're going to be a team to watch next season. Obviously, we've got the whole Kevin Durant scenario, and him moving to Golden State. I personally think I don't like the move, but Durant's going to do what Durant's going to do for his own future. Fair play to them, man. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they need to strengthen at the centre position. I think they're still going after DeMarcus Cousins, but I can't see them. I don't think they've got the assets to make that move. I mean, they let Timothy Mozgov go through free agency, and then he ended up signing with the Lakers for a max deal. Go salary cap! But, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try and keep updated every few days with these trade rumours. You know, for right now, it's just revolving around Blake Griffin and Jahlil Okafor. Other than that, let's hope that Chicago keeps strengthening. We have a good season this season. It's great to have Dwayne Wade back. I would have liked to have seen Derrick Rose stay, but I think the move was best for all parties involved. A big shout out to Mike Korzemba. I'm subscribed to you, dude. You know, I'm really inspired by your videos. Keep them coming, man. Yeah. I've been Dantius. This has been the Chicago Bulls trade rumors. Peace out.